Welcome back to my next episode of new App Store games from June 2021. How is Infinite Tanks World War II going to set itself apart from the hundreds of other tank games on the App Store? For starters, it's a paid premium game with no in-app purchases, and it has full controller support. Your controller will work for menu interaction, operating your tank, and your controller will rumble or vibrate during collisions, explosions, and so forth. It also has an original card-driven tank building system where you can mix and match parts of different historic tanks. There is a single-player campaign, 7 vs 7 online matches, iconic environments from World War II, and realistic physics and an in-depth damage system. Infinite Tanks World War II costs $9.99 USD. It is available on devices running iOS 13 or iPadOS 13 or later, or an Apple Silicon based Mac. It's hard to explain Baba Is You. At its core, it's a puzzle game, but it's different as you are given the opportunity to change the rules by which you play. Players can manipulate these blocks in each level, move them around the environment to create different interactions. Moving a block can turn you into a rock, turn grass into hot obstacles, and can completely change the goal you need to reach to complete a level. Yeah, it's confusing, but it's one of those games that makes more sense as you play it yourself, I think. Please note, this game only has partial controller support. You may find it won't work for some menu interactions. Baba Is You costs $6.99 USD. It is supported on most iPhone and iPads out there, and it works on Apple Silicon based Macs. Secret Neighbor is a social horror game set in the Hello Neighbor universe. You play as either the intruders or the neighbor trying to stop the trespassers from completing their objectives in the house by using disguises and traps. It's fun exploring the house with your friends, and it's scary, and trying to figure out who is disguised as the neighbor can be quite exciting. This version is also cross-play compatible with other platforms. It's a paid game on other platforms, while the App Store version is free. It has subscription options and coupons that you can buy to get premium accessories and cosmetics. I really just wish it was a paid game like on PC and console. Secret Neighbor is best played on an iPhone 8 Plus or newer, an iPad Air 2020, an iPad Pro 2015 or newer, or an Apple Silicon based Mac. It is supported on a lot of older devices, but the ones I just mentioned will play it at the best possible performance and graphics. Finally, Albion Online has arrived on the App Store. The mobile version has a tighter user interface, cloud saves between PC, and full cross-play support. Albion Online is a fantasy sandbox experience, featuring a big open world, player-driven economy, classless combat system, and intense PvP battles that are somewhat similar to a MOBA. Just be warned, Albion isn't really a newbie-friendly game. You'll want to get some levels and experience up, and then you'll see the game at its full potential. It's important to note the game automatically plays at the lowest graphics, but you can change that in the game's graphical settings. Albion Online is free to play. It is supported on devices running iOS 14.3 or iPadOS 14.3 or later. MAZEMAN has you entering, maze-based levels with the goal of finding a key to unlock the door at the end. Simple at first, yes, but soon a range of obstacles and foes will come into your path. As the game becomes more challenging, there are unlockables to find, power-ups, collectibles, and more powerful monsters. MAZEMAN costs $4.99 USD and is supported on most iPhone and iPads out there. The popular Touchgrind series is back with Touchgrind Scooter. As the name of the game suggests, you will perform tricks with a scooter. It's all based around 2-finger controls, as seen in Touchgrind BMX 2. Hold 2 fingers to accelerate and to turn, and when in the air, use 1 finger to perform cool tricks. Go to locations from park, hillside, plaza, harbour, downtown, nightlife and more. It also has realistic physics. It's cool seeing parts of the scooter move around in real time as you perform tricks. It's a well-made game, that is for sure. Touchgrind Scooter is free. It is supported on devices running iOS 13 or iPadOS 13 or later. We've had old school RuneScape on the App Store for a few years, but now we have the updated full experience of RuneScape, the MMORPG. Now, mobile players can join in on the fun and explore the vast fantasy world on offer in crossplay between PC and mobile. It's very exciting that the game is here, but it's worth noting it has some issues with the UI, performance, and just general bugs right now. That said, the developer is working on a hotfix that will come out ASAP. RuneScape is free to play, as I'm sure you're all aware of by now. It is supported on devices running iOS 14 or iPadOS 14 or later. As the title of the game says, Froglike is a retro roguelike. Players must try to survive as long as they can while defending Kronos, the god of time. But here he is the frog version and can talk. You must defend Kronos whilst dodging enemies. The closer you get to the end of the time, the more intense it becomes. There are different stages, upgradable items, skins to unlock, and more. The developer has also added a skin of me that you can unlock after completing the tutorial. Plus, there is a high score challenge. If you can beat the dev's high score, 25,000, they can dedicate a frog to you. Froglike, the frog roguelike, is free to play. It is supported on most iPhone and iPads out there. I can see UNMAZE getting an Apple Design Award next year. You follow 2 young boys lost in a maze and must help them escape by playing with the light around you. You literally have to put your phone into the light to talk to one character or into the dark to talk to the other. Help them make decisions, avoid dangers, and investigate their surroundings. The game uses your iPhone or iPad's front-facing camera to adapt the experience to your surrounding light levels, and most importantly, to change characters. The game is only analysing your light levels though, no image or video will be recorded. Play the first chapter for free, about 1 hour of playtime, and then the full game costs $3.99 USD. It is supported on devices running iOS 11 or later. Yeager has come out of beta and is in soft launch on the US App Store. It is a 3D action RPG monster hunting game set in an alien world. It's free and it has no in-app purchases. Its only downside is having no controller support right now. If it's available for you, definitely check it out as it's actually really solid. But be warned, it's very demanding, and it's reported that it may heat up your device, even on the latest devices. Yeager is supported on iPhone, iPad, and Apple Silicon-based Macs. What do you think of these new App Store games? Which one will you download? Have you already tried some? Or is this month just not for you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found this video useful, discovering games, dropping a like is greatly appreciated. Subscribe and turn on notifications to stay up to date with everything Apple gaming related. Anyway, my name's Stewie and thanks for watching.